Hey guys, so for today's video, I have this super natural kind of bronzy 5/10 minute makeup routine. This is the look that I go for when I want to look put together and I want to look bronzy and nice, but I don't want to spend that much time or I don't have that much time. So this is the perfect go-to look. It also uses minimal powders. I think I only used one powder. So your skin does look very fresh since you do have mainly cream products. I also just recently recreated Kim Kardashian's 5-minute makeup routine, and there was a lot of tips and tricks in there that I kind of took and also used in this video and just put my own twist on it. So hopefully you guys are loving this makeup look. If you are interested in checking out how I get this routine in under kind of 5 to 10 minutes, then make sure to keep on watching for the tutorial. So I'm gonna start off, of course, with prepping and priming the skin. This is the Urban Decay Makeup Rehab Prep. I'm gonna take quite a bit of it. I love that it's a kind of like water-based consistency because it really helps to make you feel fresh without getting that like super greasy feeling. So for foundation, I'm gonna use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I love, love, love this foundation so much. It makes my skin look so fresh and alive while still lasting pretty long, and it's not overly greasy. I'm gonna apply quite a bit of it because regardless if this is like a quick everyday thing, I still like my skin and my base to look super flawless. I'm just gonna blend that out with a damp beauty blender. On an everyday basis, I love to just look super fresh. I don't wanna look too dry or too matte and powdery, so I love how this combo works. And don't forget to always blend it down the neck. So I will always take a little bit of concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm taking the shade Light Medium down the center of the nose and also up here as well. I'm just gonna take the Sigma 3D HD blender sponge and blend out that concealer. I'm also gonna bring it up the sides of my nose. And I will always take whatever concealer is left over on the sponge and just put a little bit on the lid. So now we're gonna do some cream contouring. I love, love, love this step. Love how this gives you definition and also bronzes you up. So I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Contour Makeup Sticks, and this is in the shade Oaks on You. And today I'm gonna be adding in just a little bit of the shade Call Me Maple. So typically you guys know I apply it straight onto the brush, but watching Kim Kardashian's makeup routine, she puts it straight to the face, and I just tried it out recently, so I'm kind of still playing around with it, seeing how I like it. So for today, I am going to apply it straight on the face. I'm going to bring it all the way up. And down. And I am also going to apply it on the nose. Unfortunately, this is like a little bit chubby, so it doesn't really get into the nose too well, but once you blend it out, it's really not too big of a deal. I'm also just gonna take a little bit and apply it right underneath the lip. This will make your lips look a little bit more plump. Now I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Cream Contour Brush. Well, it's actually just called the 103 brush, but I call it the Cream Contour Brush because that's what I use it for. And I'm just going to pounce, 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 and blend that all out. And you want to make sure you're blending it into the hairline too. I forgot to take a little bit of the shade Call Me Maple and just add that right in these hollows. You can do a little bit of circular motions, but sometimes I like to just do these like light strokes, light circular motions. Don't apply too much pressure. Bring it up to the hairline. And I do like to make sure I'm bringing it right at the end of my brow here. This just kind of helps to take away the wideness of my face and make it appear a little bit more longer. And if I need to, I'll just put some on the brush if I find like I need a little bit of extra concentration in a certain area. Just always make sure you're pouncing it right into the hairline because you don't want there to be like this like stripe of like a divide. And I always like to make sure I'm bringing it up and not dragging it down. And you can always go in with your beauty blender that has foundation and just blend out those edges. And of course, blend it along the jawline. And then I will also just take the same brush and blend out the nose contour. I don't need it to be too precise, so that's why I'm not really worried about if it kind of smudges or anything, because you want it to just look super like natural. So if you guys are ever in a rush, a really quick tip is to apply the product straight onto the brush. I just find it is a bit quicker just to like pounce on super quickly, as opposed to applying it on the face and then blending it out, which I personally find takes a bit longer. You do get a bit more precision and it does look a bit more glam. So I don't really want this look to look too powdery, so we're not going to be using that many powders, but I am just going to take a little bit of this super pale powder from the Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm just going to set that under eye a little bit. And I love this step because it really helps to brighten up that under eye a little bit too. And I will also take it on the sides and bring it up the sides of my nose. So next I will take the Marc Jacobs You Do You Dewdrops and just apply a little bit on the tops of the cheeks, top of the brow a little bit, on the nose, and I will just kind of take it a little bit on the sponge, on the Cupid's bow, tiny bit on the chin. And I will bring it up a bit because I like when this area kind of has that shine to it. Now this tip I actually got from Kim Kardashian's little 5-minute makeup routine. Just apply the darker contour shade and take it right underneath the eye. This stick is a bit chubbier than the KKW Beauty ones, so you know, it's a little bit harder to get precise, but I mean, it works. It does the job. And I am gonna put a little bit of the lighter shade just kind of all over the lid, a little bit on the bottom, even though I do want the bottom to be pretty deep. And I'm just gonna take that brush, blend it out. You can also just use your fingers, to be honest. That works. So I want the under eye to be a bit darker, so I'm gonna apply even more. So I will take a little bit of those dewdrops again and just apply that right on the inner corner, just a little bit. I'm just gonna take this Sigma E36 brush and do a little bit of more blending. You can totally skip this step. It actually has a little bit of leftover dark brown shadow on it. Obviously, if I don't have a brush that has leftover product and I want some brown shadow, you can just take a little bit of brown shadow and just blend that underneath the eye if you have an extra minute or two. So this I also learned from the Kim Kardashian 5-minute makeup routine that I just showed you guys in the KK Beauty review. I'm gonna take the medium, like lighter shade and kind of apply that just on the perimeters, kind of using it as a lip liner. And then I'll just take my finger. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to take the Anastasia, what is this called? I was going to say Dip Brow Wiz in the shade Brunette. And I'm just going to quickly brush out the brows. Now this is a step where, to be honest, if I'm in a really big rush, all I will do is look in a faraway mirror and just quickly shade in some naked areas. And it will literally take me 15 to 20 seconds, like no joke. But if I have a little bit of extra time, I'm going to sculpt my brows a little bit, so I'll show you guys. But I'm still not going to, you know, take too long on them. So the first thing I do is just outline it. And I'm kind of doing feather-like strokes so that it still looks natural. Outline the bottom and then shape the top. And then I will just go ahead and start filling it in with these like feather-like strokes. You can make them as bold as you want, as natural as you want. And I will just go in with the brush and brush them upwards and then downwards and then brush them the proper way. This just helps to really blend out any harsh lines. I always finish off the brow with a little bit of translucent brow gel. So next and last, we're gonna pop on a little bit of mascara. First, I'm gonna take the Maybelline Lash Sensational and really make sure I get in there from root to tip. And then I'm also going to pop on a little bit of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. A really cool tip that I kind of just discovered while I was playing around the other day is to take the darker contour shade, smudge it on the fingers a little bit, and I kind of let the mascara dry a bit first, obviously, and then I do just go ahead and take it and smudge it right on the lashes. I love the look that this gives, and I'll tell you why. It just makes your lashes look more natural because you're kind of taking away some of that black and adding the brown on top. But not only that, I mean, you're probably wondering, can't you just get brown mascara? Yeah, well actually I went to the drugstore the other day to look for brown mascara. hi, it's like so hard to find plain brown mascara at the drugstore. But not only that, applying it with your finger for some reason, it makes your lashes go soft again. Like, you know how mascara gives your lashes a little bit of that like fake hard look? Smudging it out with your finger makes them soft and fluffy again. So it literally looks like I'm wearing a pair of fluffy lashes right now. Like literally a pair of like expensive, fluffy, soft lashes. So last step, we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of setting spray. This is the GLAMGLOW Glow Setter Makeup Setting Spray. I love this because it really helps to make my skin super refreshed and kind of uplift that makeup, but it also is gonna give a little bit of a glow, so I love it. So that is it. That is pretty much all I do for like an everyday makeup routine. If you have 5 or 10 minutes, but you still want to look really glam. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I thought there was also a super good mix of like high-end and drugstore products. I will of course leave all the product links down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.